I always wondered how things ended up like this. We used to be teammates, just two players, building, exploring caves, fighting mobs. Our base was strong, and so was our friendship. But now, we're on opposite sides. The world we built is breaking apart. There's no going back. This isn't just a survival series. This is our story. When my friend Chris and I created our first survival world, we spawned near a beautiful cherry blossom biome. We immediately got to work, gathering wood from the cherry trees and mining basic resources like cobblestone. With the essentials in hand, I crafted my first stone tools, a pickaxe and an axe. And you might be wondering what in the world my friend is doing. Well, let's just say it isn't really nice.
Oh! Somebody! Oh! He needs some milk!
Bro is a monster! Anyway, after gathering more wood, my friend and I decided to split up and search for a cave. We needed resources. Fast. Food, ores, armor, anything to help us survive the next few nights. As I walked, I hunted animals for food, just in case the trip ended up being longer than I expected. Eventually, I found a cave. I stepped inside and there it was. Coal. Just coal. A vein of coal, then another, and another, coal after coal. Bro, where's the iron? Frustrated with the endless coal supply, I climbed back out of the cave. The sky had already started to change, orange streaks stretching across the horizon. The sun was going down fast. I quickly hunted some sheep nearby, gathered their wool, and crafted a bed. But I was too late. Darkness fell, and with it came the mobs. I fought my way through using only my stone axe, half a dozen beef, and pure panic. Finally, I managed to reach my bed and collapsed into it, hoping to just sleep through the chaos. Then, boom! A creeper dropped from somewhere above and exploded right next to me, instantly killing me. I respawned. All the way back at spawn, I rushed back, sprinting across the terrain I had just explored, praying that my stuff hadn't despawned. But when I got there, it was gone. All of it. My tools, my food, my bed, everything. That should have been the end, but no, I wasn't giving up that easily. I met back up with my friend, and this time he had good news. He'd found something. A cave. A huge one. We regrouped, cooked some meat, shared what little we had left, and as the last bit of sunlight disappeared, we geared up and entered the cave. And finally, in the middle of all that darkness, I found it. Iron. A lot of it. I mined like crazy, grabbing every single block I could see. My friend tossed me a shield he crafted earlier, and together we got to work. After a while, I had enough to smelt. I set up a little furnace station and watched as the raw iron turned into something useful. Tools, armor, protection. Now, I felt ready for anything. While I was suiting up, my friend wandered deeper into the cave and found something incredible. A glowing geode. Inside were shimmering purple crystals, glowing in the darkness. It looked like treasure. Our first real reward in this long journey. Fueled by that discovery, I kept pushing deeper into the cave, and that's when I saw it. Diamonds. Gleaming softly beneath the stone. And not just one block, a whole patch. But with treasure came danger. Undead mobs were everywhere. While I was grabbing diamonds, my friend had gone further into the cave, clearing out mobs like a pro. This guy was built different, calm, precise. Every mob that got near him went down in seconds. I, on the other hand, was still learning. I mined diamonds, fought, ran, got cornered, fought again. I also found gold, plenty of it. Might come in handy later. After a while, I found something insane. The biggest cave I've ever seen. Massive open space. So many resources. It felt like we had stumbled into a dungeon or something. It was beautiful, but deadly. I decided I needed more protection. So, I crafted a full set of diamond armor. But I messed up. I accidentally made 2 leggings. Seriously, bro? Thankfully, my friend agreed to trade. 7 of his diamonds for the extra leggings. Not bad. After that, I mined for obsidian. We'd need it for the nether portal. Maybe even an enchantment table later on. We gathered what we needed, then we climbed back up all the way to the surface. Fresh air. Sunlight. Finally. We agreed to split up again, this time to search for a village, somewhere to rest, trade, and maybe even set up a base. Hours passed and I was starting to lose hope. Then my friend messaged me saying he had found one. I rushed across rivers, through forests, and over hills until I finally saw it. A small village, peaceful and quiet. I started gathering sugarcane to make paper for books and an enchantment table. While I was sorting my inventory, my friend snuck up behind me and set me on fire. Classic. Thankfully, he had a water bucket and placed it down just in time. Bro is kind, but annoying at the same time. After that, I collected hay bales for food. Then I set out again to find cows for leather. While climbing a hill, it started raining, but I didn't care. I was too focused and kept hunting for cows. When I got back to the village, something caught my eye. Another village. This one is much smaller. That's when I realized how lucky we were. Not just one, but 2 villages close to each other. I ran toward it, excited to explore. But every house had already been looted. My friend had gotten there first. Still, it was beautiful. As night fell again, I sealed the villagers inside their homes. I wasn't letting zombies get to them, not on my watch. The mobs came quickly. The night got too intense. I knew I needed shelter as soon as possible, so I decided to build one. First, I flattened the land, dug up the dirt, landscaped everything. Monsters wouldn't leave me alone, so I slept. Then, the moment the sun came up, I got right back to work. Finally, after hours of effort, the shelter was done. Okay, it wasn't great. The roof was crooked, the windows were not that good, and I may have used 3 different types of wood. But it was home. It was ours. And in the next episode, it's only going to get better.